What is up, everybody? We are back. We only had a 2-week off season, but the PGA Tour kicks off its new season with the Fortinet Championship. No, it is not the Fortnite Championship. I see how you can get that confused, but no, this is the Fortinet Championship, and it's going to be played in Napa Valley. Should be a fun week. We have I would say, decent field. Most of the stars are going to be sitting this one out. Probably won't see most of them, after the President's Cup until 2023. But we do have a lot of big names in the field. A lot of up-and-comers that I think, stand out as good DFS plays, good bets. As far as the course goes, it's going to be Silverado Resort and Spa. It's going to be the North Course. It's a par 72 that measures only 7,123 yards. So par adjusted, one of the shorter courses on the PGA Tour. And again, more laid back than most events. A lot of guys are going to be, cooling off their rounds with some wine afterwards. Phil Mickelson used to always talk about how he'd invite people over for dinner after rounds and just have a ton of wine with them and all that fun stuff. But obviously Phil is not going to be in the field this week. There is a live event, but the fairways are going to be a mix of Bermuda and Poana, and then the rough is going to be Kentucky bluegrass. The greens are a mix of bent and Poana, so a little bit different grass depending on what type of surface you are hitting from. 6,200 square feet on average are the greens, pretty average in size. The fairways here pretty narrow, and they are tree lined, but the penalty for missing them pretty low compared to most PGA Tour events. For more than anything else, it's just the angles that you're going to be hitting into the pins are a little bit worse if you are playing from the rough because of the trees. Over the years, we've seen a lot of good, total drivers of the ball, good ball strikers, good tee to green. Brendan Still comes to mind. Emiliano Grillo's one here. They're known for their ball striking, not necessarily their putting. But guys that play well on the West Coast, guys that play well, in California, I do think make a lot of sense here. Guys that have a lot of experience on Poana greens make a lot of sense. And then you got to score on the 4 par 5s. They are very easy, so take advantage of those holes if you can. And I expect the winning score to be in the 18 to 22 under par range, barring some crazy wind. If you are looking for the forecast, make sure to check out my PGA First Look article, and that'll have the wind finder tower that you should be looking at for the week. So you always want to check the weather before the week, especially if you're playing DFS or betting on first round leaders. Now, as far as the stats that I'm looking at, I kind of simplified it this week. So I'm just looking at 2 different time frames. I'm looking at the year of 2022 and then over the last 4 months. So kind of try to capture some of the recent stats and the long-term stats. I'm looking at off the tee, total driving, strokes gain approach, strokes gain ball striking, greens and regulation, birdie or better percentage, bogey avoidance, strokes gain around the green, and strokes gain putting with an emphasis on bent and Poana. Now, if you are a premium member, you can download this model. You can adjust the weights however you see fit. So right above this statistics cell here, there are weights for each of the individual stats. So you can come up with your own stat ratings. You can come up with your own overall ratings. Not a big weight to course history this week, just because you don't need to have a good course history here to play well here. It's just not that predictive year in and year out. The whole yardage breakdown just compares the whole yardages to scoring from those different buckets. So Hideki, Connors, Goddard's an interesting name. Michael Kim, Davis Riley kind of round out the best players in that specific stat. You have your last 5 events, which is just to see recent form. You have all your midterm, short-term, and long-term form. Your field strength indexes is something that I come up with on my own based on the official world golf ranking of each tournament that a golfer has played in. And so yeah, it just kind of is a way to neutralize guys that are playing in really easy fields. So somebody like Max Homa is going to get a big boost because he plays in the most difficult fields. Let's say Thomas Dietrich spends a lot of time over in Europe. He's going to get a bump down because he doesn't play in the strongest of fields. In terms of the overall rankings, I typically hide these in this video, but this is the first tournament of the year, so this is kind of what I'm looking at. In terms of the guys at the top, you have Connors, Homa, and Hideki. Makes a lot of sense there. The only guy above 10K that doesn't rate out that well for me is going to be Sahith Theegala. Big fan of his talent. He just always seems a little bit overpriced. He is from California, went to Pepperdine, so maybe the local angle is getting played up a little bit. 28 to 1, maybe that kind of has something to do with the expensive salary. Doesn't mean you have to fade him completely, just that the model doesn't like him as much as some of the other guys up here. In terms of the really good values, Chris Kirk standing out at 7,900. Mark Hubbard's been playing some great golf the last few months. He stands out at 7,300. Strillman's a guy that, man, his stats are always much better than his results. So Don't know what to do there. Lipsky's another one. Justin Sudd just coming off of the Corn Ferry Tour Championships. Got to keep an eye on. And yeah, if you are a premium member, you get access to this. Create your own ratings. I have notes for all of the golfers that I'm considering using this week. You also get access to all the articles, all the rankings, the surveys, all that good stuff. So want to wish everyone the best of luck. We'd love to have you as a member of RG Premium. And if not, thank you for watching this video. And we will catch you in, I'm not sure if I'm going to do a video for the President's Cup. But if not, then I will catch you in 2 weeks' time. Good luck, everybody.